And welcome back to another video. First time in like 3 weeks since I've actually like done a normal one of these, because last 2 weeks have been weird. So back to normal. Hopefully it can be normal the rest of the year. But yeah, so as you can see in the corner, I'm 121, 70, and 1. One obviously being the Eagles-Bengals tie. Yeah, so let's just get to this week. It's already week 14. I say it literally every week, but it literally feels like the season started yesterday. But at the same time, the time when the season started felt like a year ago. Like, it's weird. So, Thursday night game, the game that starts in about 2 hours. Patriots-Rams. I'm going to pick the Rams. I'm a Dolphins fan. So I hope the Patriots lose the game. But they really aren't a threat. I'm not worried about them too much, or at all. I'm not at all worried about them. I'm just worried about them beating us in next week. That's next week, I think. Yeah. I'm not worried about them passing us for playoff positioning at all. That's not a concern. I think the Rams are going to win because they're better than the Patriots. Broncos, Panthers. I'm going to pick not the Broncos, the Panthers. I'm going to pick the Panthers to win because they're good. Broncos, well, I was about to say they don't have a quarterback, but I mean they do now, but he's not very good. Yeah. So I'm gonna pick the Panthers to win. Cowboys, Bengals. Gonna pick the Bengals. No, what am I? Okay, seriously, what am I saying? Gonna pick the Cowboys. Bengals, other than the Jets, are the worst team in the league without Joe Burrow. So I'm gonna pick the Cowboys to win, but I wouldn't be totally shocked if they didn't win. There are lots of games where I wasn't sure about who to pick, and wouldn't be surprised if the other team won at all. So Titans, Jags. This is not one of those, though. I would be completely shocked if the Titans lost this game to the Jaguars, who aren't very good at all. Yeah. So even though the Titans did get blown out last week, that was interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna pick the Titans to win. Chiefs, Dolphins. As a Dolphins fan, as an unbiased Dolphins fan trying to pick the right team to win, we are not going to win this game. I would take the Chiefs on the 7-point spread. Like, they're favored by 7. I would definitely take them on that. It's not going to be very close, I don't think. Yeah. I mean, I have hope that we'll at least make a game of it. Maybe win. Not realistically, we're realistically not going to win. I have hope, but I doubt it. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs to win, and I pick them on the spread too. Cardinals, Giants. Both teams coming off of a surprising game. Cardinals somehow losing to the Patriots. The Giants somehow beating the Seahawks. Yeah, I don't think they'll do it too. I don't think the Giants will beat 2 consecutive good NFC West opponents in consecutive weeks. So I'm gonna pick the Cardinals to win because they're just better. I don't think Daniel Jones is back yet, so I'll pick the Cardinals. Vikings, Bucks. Vikings barely beat the Jags in overtime last week. Yeah. So, as not good as the Bucks have been the past couple weeks, they were on a bye last week, but the weeks before that, Vikings, honestly, well, they've been better in the past couple weeks. The Vikings have, but the Bucks are a better team. I think they're gonna win. The Buccaneers, I think, yeah, the Bucks will win, I think. Texans, Bears, this one was hard. I'm going to pick the Bears. Didn't think I'd ever say that again for a couple years, but I'm saying it now. The Texans, I just feel like aren't good. They really aren't. Yeah, I mean, again, maybe this is just me being a Dolphins fan since we have the Texans' first round pick and me hoping that they lose so we can get a better pick. But I just feel like Bears, I don't know. This is more of a gut feeling. I feel like the Bears are the better team. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. I'm going to pick the Bears to win, though. Colts Raiders. This one's the one that took me the longest. I'm gonna pick the Raiders. This is hard though, cause I could totally see the Colts blowing them out. But yeah, I mean the Raiders barely beat the Jets last week. They shouldn't have, but Jets called an all-out blitz on that last play, and then fired Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator. Who honestly is pretty good. I'd say he's a pretty good defensive coordinator. Gase should have gone before him for sure. But we'll get to the Jets next. Gonna pick the Raiders to win though because I just feel like they're better. I've been low on the Colts all year. And I still am. Not as low, but still low. I'm gonna take the Raiders. But this will be a fun game. Jets Seahawks. This I don't see being very close. I don't think many people do because the Jets stink. Moving on. Packers Lions. Going to pick the Packers. Okay, so yeah. For the last, month, 2 months, I've been saying the Lions are, the most underrated team in the league, and they're good, and I've picked them the past couple weeks, and they've lost all of them. So then last week, I finally picked them to lose a game, and then they come back and win. Of course. I'm gonna pick them to lose this week. Packers are a top 5 team, so, yeah. Falcons Chargers, this one also took a while. Lots of games took a while. I'm gonna pick the Falcons. They're better. Herbert has done better than what I thought, but all these people saying he's better than Burrow are absolutely insane, and you should probably get some help. He's not. Joe Burrow is a I'd say top 5 quarterback in the league. Obviously, he's not going to win Rookie of the Year because he's hurt. Herbert's going to win that, and I think he deserves it, okay? I think he deserves Rookie of the Year because there really isn't a whole lot of competition. Quarterback's the most valuable position in the game, so that's why they always win MVPs. And it's the same with Rookie of the Year. So, because the other 2 quarterbacks in the draft, one's hurt, and one's been hurt, but also just been benched. So, that being Tua, obviously. So, yeah. But he honestly isn't that great. He's just makes too many dumb mistakes. He makes a lot of great plays, but a lot of dumb mistakes as well. So, I don't know. I'm going to pick the Falcons to win. Saints, Eagles. I think it was the right decision for the Eagles to bench Carson Wentz. As high as I am on him, I'd rather him not develop any more bad habits and playing with this atrocious team, coaching staff. Doug Peterson is, aside from Adam Gase, probably the worst coach in the league. Yeah. He's so bad. He's not the reason they won a Super Bowl at all. That was definitely, he was their offensive coordinator. It's the Colts coach, Frank Reich. I think he was, I think he was the biggest reason on the coaching staff, for sure. And just, man. I guess, but yeah, for the Eagles, just see what you have in Hurts. Still not sure why they drafted him in the 2nd round. But I guess they gotta use him at some point, so here's his chance. I do think Wentz is back next season, hopefully without Doug Peterson, and Wentz gets back up to the top 5 quarterback like he was 2 years ago. And I would have said he was coming into the season. Now I'd just say, this season he has not been great. But going into next season, I'll probably say he's a top 10 quarterback again. Because he just is. He's good. Again, not this season, but he's had no help at all. And I know you can't blame it all on just the surrounding core. He hasn't been great this year either. About it. Well, average to slightly below average, I guess, for starting quarterbacks, Wentz has been. But just, again, the rest of the team's just been hurt. They can't do anything, and it's sad. It hurts to watch. So, yeah. I do think it's the right decision to bench Wentz now. And I'm going to pick the Saints to win with their backup quarterback being Taysom Hill. Also, BYU fan. So I love Taysom. He's awesome. I honestly think he could be a starting quarterback. Not a great one. He could be like a Teddy Bridgewater, I guess. Not like with what he can do, but like around that same caliber. Like he's good enough to be on the quarterback of a good team, but maybe not like win a Super Bowl. But yeah, so for the Saints, I definitely put Breeze back in when he's healthy, but don't rush him back. I'm gonna pick them to beat the Eagles. Football team, 49ers. Two teams playing on Monday night. Last week. Washington beat Pittsburgh somehow. Didn't see that coming. But I'm going to pick them to lose this week to San Francisco. This one's hard, and probably the one I'm the pick I'm least confident in this week. But I'm going to pick San Francisco to win. And then the last two games, Steelers, Bills, two teams also that were on Monday Night Football last week. Gonna pick the Steelers because they're the second best. Well, with Drew Brees not starting for the Saints and that being Taysom Hill, I'd say the Steelers are second best team in the league. With Drew Brees, the Steelers are the third best. With the Saints having Drew Brees as their quarterback, Saints are second, Steelers are third. But right now, as it is now, Steelers are second. Bills around 10. They're good. Definitely the best team in our division, I'd say. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Steelers to win. Yeah. So, at least the Bills should only stay one game ahead of us, because, again, Dolphins have no chance of beating the Chiefs, I don't think. Ravens, Browns, last game. I'm going to pick the Browns because the Ravens are just, they aren't that great. Like, I was saying it coming into the season, and I'm right. People are finally realizing, hey, maybe Lamar Jackson isn't the best quarterback in the league, and he really cannot pass at all. He's in the 20s and starting quarterback, like, talent, passing-wise. Great. He's amazing. I'd say the second best scrambler in the league behind Kyler Murray. But just, you need to be able to pass to, like, win a Super Bowl, which is the goal here. I just don't see it happening. They aren't that great. And I was wrong on the Browns. I didn't think that they would be all that great this season either. But can you really blame me? Like, the Browns are just the Browns. Like, you just gotta predict, you just gotta think the Browns just are gonna be the Browns and not do good. But I think they finally found the right coach with Kevin Stefanski. So that's a positive for them. They're probably going to make the playoffs, especially if they win this game, which I'm going to pick them to do. So, yeah. So these are my picks. I could legitimately see myself getting 11 or 12 of these right, but I could also see myself getting like 2 or 3 or 4 of these right. Like, there's a lot of good, great games this week. This will be a fun week. So yeah, see you guys in the next video, and bye.